What is up, Los Angeles? Welcome to the Los Angeles Football Network out here at Super Bowl Radio Row. I am joined by Andrew Sendejo, veteran of the NFL, played for the Minnesota Vikings for a long time. How are we doing today, man?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I'm doing excellent, man. It's always great to be rubbing shoulders with former players and media members. This is a great event. Is this your first time out here at the Radio Row?
I've been out a couple of times as a player and then even as a retired player, but it always gets a little bit more hectic later in the week. So I was here the last 2 days, and this is definitely a lot more people, a little bit more chaotic, a lot more high-profile people are out here for sure.
Yeah. Anybody you've come across that you're just kind of starstruck by at all?
No.
Okay, right on. I love that answer. I still get nervous. I still get butterflies in my stomach.
Yeah, I think I think being a player and then being around some high-profile players in the locker rooms and whatnot, you kind of realize that everyone is human and they want to be human. So, if you just treat them like that, they actually will prefer that over treating them like a high-profile athlete. So
that's great advice. I like that. So you're out here today promoting your brand of brain supplements that you launched fairly recently.
Yeah. So I retired last year. I had a crazy, gruesome, career-ending injury. Was kind of already working on this and launched Braintree Nutrition as a brain health supplement company to help with focus, memory, stress and anxiety, sleep. We have right here our electrolyte with focus product, Brain Water. And just after witnessing firsthand, prolonged head trauma on myself, my peers, there were no products that helped with these areas while I was playing, and then the NFL is also just very strict on prescribing ADHD medication. So had to find a way to create almost like this natural kind of Adderall that could help you to focus, to memorize plays, and then to also help with all the repetitive TBIs and concussions. And then we kind of waterfalled into all the different categories that help improve your brain health. So like I said, stress and anxiety, our sleep product, and then our brain water product. So we just try to do what we can to help. We're on the forefront of helping prevent degenerative brain disease by donating a portion of our proceeds to Alzheimer's research, and just wanted to make brain health affordable and available to people. A lot of times products now are very highly priced, and they kind of price people out, and they don't have a chance to get the benefits of it. So we use our neurologists on our staff to validate all the formulas. Everything's backed by clinical studies. The ingredients we use are tested in human clinical trials, proven to be effective. Everything's third-party tested. So we had to make clean, safe products because we were giving it to our teammates, ourselves, while we were playing. And so we continue to do that. We sponsor some UFC guys, MLS, NFL guys, and we have probably 5 or 6 NFL teams that are about to start stocking some of this product in the locker rooms and in the facility. So like I said, just trying to do what we can to help where we can help, and so just really big on the brain health, mental health aspect.
Yeah, that's incredible. It's always amazing to me the amount we don't know about the brain. And
it's like the most complex organ in the universe.
Yeah.
And even just obviously I'm not a neurologist. That's why we have a neurologist on our staff to help kind of validate a lot of these studies and whatnot. But even the more I read into it, I learn more and more every day, and how fascinating it is.
Yeah, it truly is. And so pro athletes can take this. You're a pro athlete. What are some things that a normal guy just like me, why would I go out and buy something like this?
Well, do you want to feel better? Do you want to focus better?
I do.
Do you want to have more energy?
Yeah.
Okay, well, here you go. So there's a lot of products like this that have a ton of sugar in them. They're missing key essential electrolytes. So we basically took your everyday electrolyte product and made it basically your electrolyte packet on steroids. There's not steroids in it, but we took out all the sugar, which creates a whole mess of problems. We added ingredients for focus, added ingredients for physical endurance, but this is your brain and body primer for the day. Start your day with this to really set the tone for the day. And then our pill products, we have our nootropic product, our brain enhancer. great for, like I said, focus, memory. If you have ADHD symptoms, the ingredients in there are proven to help with those issues. And then, like I said, our stress and anxiety formulas, the ashwagandha, the L-theanine formulas to help just reduce cortisol levels. And really, they all work synergistically together to just optimize your brain. We just want you to feel better, we want you to think better, sleep better, and just overall have better longevity.
Right on. Now let's pivot and talk some ball.
Let's do it.
Yeah, man. All right. So what's your take on the big game? Who's got the edge? Who are you leaning towards? And who are the safeties? You played safety. Who are the safeties that you're kind of keeping your eye on in this game?
So I would say that Kansas City is just so experienced here. They've been here several times. They've obviously rattled off some wins here as of late. They're playing good ball. Obviously, Niners are playing good ball too. They wouldn't be here otherwise. But it's just hard to bet against Kansas City when a majority of that roster has been through this kind of prime time experience. Probably will be less guys affected by it, as opposed to a lot of the guys on the Niners haven't necessarily been to the Super Bowl like 4 times in the last 5 years or whatever the stat is. So, I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I would go with Kansas City. The safeties on both ends will have their hands full just because of the way these offenses operate. Creative offenses that have all types of weapons all over the field. Always a nightmare as a safety when there's multiple guys everywhere that you have to worry about. Obviously, you'd rather just have to worry about one guy specifically, but I'm excited. It'll be a good game. I can't wait to watch it.
Well, what's the safety's role in keeping a guy like Patrick Mahomes from, 1, throwing explosive passes, and 2, picking up first downs with his legs?
You just pray for the best, honestly. You don't have a choice. There's a reason why there's not been any defense that can really stop those guys. They're creative play callers. Anytime a quarterback can extend the play with their feet, and now you're covering a guy for 8, 9, 10 seconds, you just can't really do that. And the fact that their offense is so in sync and the guys are so on the same page that they can kind of freestyle at times, because in certain defenses, when they come out in a certain formation, you automatically know, like, okay, they're not going to run a route into this area because that's the strength of the defense. But that's not how it works with Kansas City, because as the play unfolds, they might just freestyle and go wherever they want. And so that's what creates a ton of issues. And so, the safeties are going to have their hands full on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was curious. You came into the league as an undrafted free agent.
Yes.
What's it like getting signed by a team and then finding your place on that team, where you became a starter with Minnesota after a few seasons? What's that journey like? What was that like for you?
It's rough at first, but you just got to stay positive and believe in yourself that you're like, look, I can play with these guys. And I think because you play with a chip on your shoulder and you're always almost like thankful to even just be there, always play hard and just maximize the opportunity. But just like at first was kind of a bubble guy, just like hoping to make the roster, special team guy. Then was a more solidified special team guy where I was like, okay, like I'm for sure going to make the team at least on special teams, and then kind of gotten the opportunity to work my way into being a starter, which kind of helped prolong my career as I got older, because I was able to do both the special teams and start on defense. So you add more value in that sense. But, was able to squeeze out 12 years out of it. So, at first, my mom had like a running joke, because I went from, I actually started in the United Football League, which isn't even around anymore.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, I played for the Sacramento Mountain Lions.
I don't think I've ever heard of the Sacramento Mountain Lions.
No, because they were only around from like 2009 to 2011, and the league folded.
Okay.
But I went from there, then I went to Dallas, then I went to New York, and then I went to Minnesota in the middle of my second year. So within a year, I moved like 3 or 4 different times.
Holy cow.
So my mom was like, you should just get a big-ass van and just live in there. But luckily found my home in Minnesota and was there for 9 seasons and made a lot of good memories there.
So, final question. What feels the best? Getting an interception sacking the quarterback or just making like a key hit tackle in the open field or something like that? What, as a safety, what just gets the hair on the back of your neck standing up?
Yeah, it kind of depends, because if there's a guy on the other team that you've been wanting to knock the shit out of, then then that always feels good to kind of to do that. But an interception just changes the game so much, and you have the ability to go score, and so I think that is just the interception. And when you go like take the ball away, is definitely, as a defensive back, is definitely one of probably the biggest like areas where you get excited of.
Was there a guy you really wanted to lay the wood on?
Everybody, honestly, yeah. Like I think as like a smaller undrafted guy, you wanted to be able to enforce your will, so to speak, and like let them know like I could be a small undrafted safety, but like I'll still knock the shit out of you.
Love it, man.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining the LA Football Network. Where can the fine people find
go check us out at BraintreeNutrition.com. We have a 35% off sale, free shipping, money back guarantee. Like I said, we donated a portion of our proceeds to Alzheimer's research.
That's great.
And you can go find us on socials at Take Braintree, but BraintreeNutrition.com.
Does this help with my hangover that I got?
That's absolutely.
Right,
if you look at these little icons: brain fog, exercise, recovery, travel. So all the things that you do when you.
Oh yeah, it's got a little.
It helps with all those things.
All
so
right, I'm gonna take this right now.
All right, appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Have a great day.